Today I am going to share with you maybe that's mankind's greatest secret of living a wonderful life. All the problems of human being are because of one reason: they do not know who truly they are. So today I am going to share with you in this video how you can go on your inner journey, know who truly you are, and disassociate yourself with your pseudo self. And after that, you will never in life suffer. But before that, a quick introduction of Sathvikh to those who are new to Sathvikh. Welcome to Sathvikh, my YouTube channel, and sathvikh.com, my website, where I share the secrets of living healthy, wealthy, and happy. How good health do you want? How much of wealth do you want? And how happy in general you want to be in your life? You can get all those, and that too without much effort, if you learn the secrets of living a healthy, wealthy, and happy life. And that's what I share in my videos at Sathvikh. Also, let me tell you, anything that I share in my videos is something I learned, I practiced, I experienced, and I benefited. And that's the reason I want to share with you. See, you don't have to pay anything, you know that very well. And there is nothing in my video where I would say, click here, click there, register for the classes, nothing. These are all simple secrets. Everyone has a right to these secrets. But unfortunately, this has not been conveyed properly to people. And that's the reason people have misery. Once you learn these secrets, there will be no misery, no suffering. You live a healthy, wealthy, and happy life. Mano buddha hamkara chittani naham. न च श्रोत्र जिह्वे न च घ्राण नेत्रे न च योम भूमिर न तेजो न वायु चिदानंद रूप शिवोहम शिवोहम. Almost all the problems of your life, and especially the relationship problem, is due to a misunderstanding about who you truly are. Most people, I would say all those people who suffer in life, who have problems in life, have this misunderstanding that they are the mind, the intellect, the ego, and the consciousness. So, in other words, if you want to truly live a wonderful life, you have to learn to disassociate yourself from your mind, intellect, ego, and consciousness. So how to do that? How to do this miracle? How to make this miracle happen in your life? What is the secret? Every day, 10 to 15 minutes, go on your inner journey. Sit somewhere. Call it meditation, focusing, whatever. It could be at your God's altar or could be anywhere. You may be even an agnostic, doesn't matter. Spend 10 to 15 minutes just to teach yourself, convince yourself this one thing, that I am not this mind, I am not this intellect, I am not the ego or consciousness. Mano buddha hamkara chittani naham. Repeat this mantra. Mano buddha ahamkara chittani naham. Mano buddha ahamkara chittani naham. I am not the mind, the intellect, the ego, and consciousness. So what is the secret, or what is it? Why, as soon as you disassociate yourself with these four, you are free and you will never suffer? What is the link? What is the understanding behind this? Let me tell you. Mind. So whenever anybody says something, does something, and you get angry, frustrated, upset, whatever, actually it's not you. It's your mind that gets upset. It's your mind that gets angry. This anger, these emotions are all in your mind, not you. When we say you have hurt me, when somebody does something, says something, and we say you have hurt me, what is that? What is it that is hurt? Our ego is hurt. When somebody says that you are wrong, it is not we, the soul, definitely not our body that is wrong. It is our buddhi, our intellect. Somebody has challenged our intellect. Our intellect said something and somebody challenged it, said no, you are wrong. It is your intellect. Disassociate, learn to disassociate yourself from the buddhi, the intellect, and then let the whole world say you are wrong. It won't matter to you. And finally, the most important one, the consciousness. What is consciousness? Chetana. In Sanskrit, it is called Chetana. We all human beings live with a very Chetana at a very lower level, consciousness at a very lower level. And the whole aim of our life should be to raise this consciousness to a very high level, the level of Krishna consciousness, Christ consciousness, Buddha consciousness. What was the difference? What is the difference between these avatars and many more avatars from all religion and us? The difference is only the level of consciousness. All these avatars were born in some mother's womb like us, physically not much different, 2 hands, 2 legs. What's the difference then? The difference is only of consciousness. So we have to, by our karma, by our right karma, we have to raise our consciousness slowly. And the aim should be to raise it as high as possible, close to Krishna consciousness, Christ consciousness. Krishna consciousness, ISKCON. If you have heard, do you know the full form of ISKCON? ISKCON. That CON stands for consciousness. ISK stands for International Society of Krishna. CON stands for consciousness. That is ISKCON. So what ISKCON teaches, what the teaching of Krishna are, how to raise the level of our consciousness to a higher level. So similarly, Christ consciousness, Buddha consciousness, all this consciousness, we have to raise our consciousness to that level that, what other says, what other does, this should not matter to us. So every day, go on an inner journey, spend 10-15 minutes to disassociate. So what happens when you disassociate yourself with your mind, your intellect, your ego, your consciousness? What happens? You start ignoring anything that happens, that anybody says, does, that you don't like. You ignore, as simple as that. Let's take an example that if you owned a property, everything that came to you regarding that property, like bills for paying taxes or utility bills or anything, you couldn't ignore. That's your property. But think, when you sell off that property, you disassociate yourself with that property, and then supposing by mistake taxes will come, what do? You just ignore. Do you start worrying about it? Do you go and pay the taxes? After you have sold that property, you have disowned, you have disassociated, you ignore, right? Same thing. This is a great secret. If you can learn this and practice this, learn to disassociate yourself from your mind, intellect, your ego, your consciousness. And again, I'll repeat, the adjectives, the subtle mind, the lower mind, the unripe ego, the false intellect, the lower level consciousness. When you disassociate with this, you will start ignoring anything and everything that earlier was hurting you, was making you suffer. You will now when you learn to do this, when you learn to disassociate, if now anybody tries to hurt you, nothing can hurt you. You will ignore. Now if somebody says something, you will not feel bad because you have disassociated that faculty, that mind, where that was the problem. Now you have disassociated. Go deeper into this. Understand this concept of what happens when you disassociate yourself with these faculties. You become free and nothing can bother you. Nothing can cause you suffering. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.